So we'll continue the next phase, that is the third phase, is called as a immersive experience. It is characterized by the emergence of social media, collaboration, and wider spread mobility on a variety of devices. Connectivity is now a pervasive using a multiple platforms from mobile phones to the tablets to laptops and desktop computers. This pervasive connectivity in turn enables the communication and collaboration as well as the social media across multiple channels via email, texting, voice, video. In essence, person to person interactions have become digitized. The latest phase is the Internet of Things. That is what we are going to study is about the last phase. That is the fourth phase of your evolution of the Internet is a digitized world. We are connecting all the people together through the Internet, and we do the processing. We are going to share the data, and we are going to connect so many things on the Internet. Hmm. Then this fourth phase of the latest phase of the internet is, despite all the machines and the objects in this phase connect with other machines and objects along with the humans, and they are all connected to the internet. Business and society have already started down this path, and our experiencing use increases in data and knowledge. In turn, this is how leading to previously unrecognized insights along with the increased automation and new process efficiencies. So when you come to that IoT and digitization, IoT focuses on connecting the things such as objects and machines to computer network or internet. Digitization can mean different things to different people, but generally encompasses the connections to things with the data they generate and the business inside that result. For example, in shopping mall where Wi-Fi location tracking has been deployed, the things are the Wi-Fi devices. This is obvious and appreciated by the shoppers tracking real-time location on Wi-Fi clients. They provide the specific business benefits to mall and shop owners where it helps all the business to understand where shoppers to tend to congregate and how much time they spend in different parts of the mall or store. Analysis of this data can lead to significant changes to the locations of product displays and advertising, where to place certain types of shops, how much rent to change, and even where to station the security guards. And when you come to the IoT and digitization, that is the phase of the that is how we are going to make the internet of things digitization. It focuses on connecting the things and such as the objects and machines to computer network or the internet. Digitization can mean that different things to different people, but generally it encompasses the connections of things with the data they generate and the business inside that result. For example, in shopping mall where Wi-Fi location tracking has been deployed, the things are the Wi-Fi devices. This is obvious and appreciated by shoppers. Tracking real-time location of Wi-Fi clients provides a specific business benefits to the mall and shop owners. It helps the business to understand where shoppers tend to congregate and how much time they spend in different parts of a mall or store. Analysis of this data can lead to significant changes to the locations of product displays and advertising, where to place certain types of shops, how much rent to charge, and even where to station security guards. Okay, digitization again is another conversation of information, the processed information which is going to be converted into the digital format. And digitization has been happening is one form or another for several decades. Several decades. And if you take a, for example, photography industry, the whole photography industry has been digitized. Pretty much everyone has digital cameras these days, either standalone devices or built into their mobile phones. And even the digitization also include the video rental industry and transportation. The transportation industry is currently undergoing digitization in the area of the taxi services business such as Uber and Ola. For example, OMA automation in context of IoT digitization brings together things, data and business process to make networked connections more relevant and valuable. So companies in the today's company, they look digitization and differentiated for their business, and IoT is a prime enabler of digitization. Smart objects and increased connectivity drive the digitization, and this is one of the main reasons that many companies, countries and governments are embracing this growing trend. So now very important, one more thing I wanted to tell you that, so when you go to the doctor that you are having some fever, right? So previously, when in olden days, the doctor used to analog thermometer to measure your temperature, right? So with the analog temperature thermometer, he is measuring your temperature. Now, if you nowadays, if you go to the doctor, even the doctor is also having the digitized thermometer, which is going to display exactly what is the temperature you got, body temperature of yours with a fever, right? So it is going to display the digits. In you no need of reading the digits in the thermal. That is a manual thermometer. That is analog thermometer, right? So that is how that has been. It has been changed now. If you go even for a small hotel, right? Even they are using the computers. Okay, they are connecting the computers and they are making the bill. Okay, they are going to, and then they are going to store that information into the cloud also for daily transactions. There the information will be stored safely without affecting anything. Okay, that is the how the digitization has been taken place even for the internet process. So where internet things, many things are connected to the internet. Okay, now come to the IoT impact. That is projections on the potential impact of IoT are impressive. Where all the people are get attracted to the this IoT, where the things are connected to the internet, and about 14 billion or just 0.06% of the things are connected to the internet today. By this 2020, you can reach the number 15 billion or more. So if you see the graphical look at the growth in the number of devices that are being connected, see in 2003 it is only it is below 10. Okay, that is the rapid growth in the number of devices connected to the internet. Just see there how the growth has been taken place, right? See, that is the in 2008, just you see it is 2003 it is 0. Okay, no, nothing is connected to the internet. Now in 2008, see how much it has been increased, and in 2010 you can see the increase. There is a little increase in the Internet of Things, and in 2015 you can see that what is the difference. Okay, that is now by 2050, by 2020, 50 billion smart objects are going to be connected. Rapid adoption rate intelligent infrastructure. This data has been extracted from the faster than electricity and the telephony. That is a source of information. How we got this rapid growth of your Internet of Things that is connected to internet. What these numbers mean is that IoT will fundamentally shift the way people and business interact with their surroundings. Managing and monitoring smart objects using real-time connectivity enables a whole new level of data-driven decision making. This in turn results in the optimization of systems and process and delivers a new services that save time for both people and business while improving the overall quality of the life. So these are the following example which is going to illustrate some of the benefits of IoT and their impact. Connected roadways, connected factories, smart connected buildings, smart creatures, smart parking system, smart traffic system, right? Smart hospital management system and home automation system also. Then when you take an example connected roadway, see, people have been fantasizing about the self-driving car or autonomous vehicle in literature and film for decades. IoT is going to allow self-driving vehicles to better interact with the transportation system around them through bidirectional data exchanges while also providing important data to the riders. Self-driving vehicles need always on reliable communication and data from other transportation related sensors to reach their full potential. Connected roadways is a term associated with both the driver and the driverless cars, fully integrating with the surrounding transportation infrastructure. Example, self-driving car designed by the Google. You can see here how the connected roadways is going to be. See, this is a Google's self-driving car. So basic sensors are reside in the car already. So what all the sensors is required about the maybe the direction, maybe the pressure on the, that is the air on the wheels, right? Or the diesel in the vehicle. Okay, it is all the sensors related, what are important information that driverless car is required. All the sensors have been already installed. Okay, then they monitor oil pressure, tire pressure, temperature, and the other operating conditions and provide data around the core car functions. From behind the steering wheels, the driver can access this data while also controlling the car using the equipment such as a steering wheel, pedals, and so on. So on. The need for all these sensory information and control is obvious. It mimics whatever the information the driver is able to give about the car, right? More than that, these sensors are able to give the information to the outside world, right? That is, the sensors are going to produce the data. That data is going to be stored in the internet, and we can learn the information, whatever the things are happened in that car. And automobile manufacturers try to reinvent the driving experience. These sensors are becoming IPNL to allow easy communication with other systems, both inside and as well as outside the car. In addition, new sensors and communication technologies are being developed to allow vehicles to talk other vehicles, traffic signals, school zones, and other elements of the transportation infrastructure. The most connected roadway solutions is going to focus on resolving the today's transportation challenges. The challenges of these IoT related to safety, mobility, and the environment. These challenges in connected roadways will bring many benefits to the society. These benefits include a reduced traffic jams and urban congestion, decreased casualties and fatalities, increased response time for emergency vehicles, and reduced vehicle emission. Okay, so how these, what are the challenges and what are the supporting data to that challenges? As I told, the mobility, safety, and the environment. First one, we will take it as a safety. According to the US Department of the Transportation, 5.6 million crashes were reported in 2000 alone, resulting in more than 33,000 fatalities. The IoT and enabled of connected vehicles technologies will empower drivers with the tools they need to anticipate potential crashes, and significantly they want to reduce the number of lives lost each year. They want to provide the safety so that when the sensor are going to produce the information about the failure or the of any part of the car, right? And immediately they are going to take action related to that particular repair part, and they are going to decide what is the solution to that particular information, right? So when you go to the mobility of the vehicles, more than billion cars are on the roads worldwide. Okay, connected vehicles mobility applications can enable the system operators and drivers to make more informed decisions. So mobility means every driver of vehicles they have to install the app. Okay, so that they will get the information about the traffic congestion, maybe the accidents which are already occurred, maybe. Okay, and maybe the information related to the important spots where actually the more accidents takes place, right? If the driver is already having the app, then he can learn, he can understand the all the things, and according to that he can travel it. Okay, which can in turn reduce the travel delays. Congestion causes 5.5 billion hours of travel delay per year, and reducing a travel delays is more critical than ever before. In addition, communication between mass transit, emergency response vehicles, and traffic management infrastructures help to optimize the routing of vehicles and further reducing the potential delays. Okay, so this is about the when the person who is driving the car, okay, he is going to install the app, right? So that so many informations he can get it on that app. Okay, so real time application, so that he can, without wasting his time in traveling delays, right, he can go and reach a destination to a particular point. Okay, and when you come to the environment, according to the American Public Transportation Association, each year transit system can collectively reduce the carbon dioxide emissions by to 16.2 billion metric tons by reducing the private vehicle miles. Connected vehicle environment applications will give all travelers the real-time information they need to make green transportation choices. And this data has been taken from the traffic safety facts in 2010. That is a survey made by this organization, right, about National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the month of June 2012, and World Health Organization Global Status Report on Road Safety by 2013. And this is the current challenges that are being addressed by the connected roadways. First of all, very important is safety. Then you must have the proper application to know the information about the way we are going to pass on, right? And then the environment, that what environment we have related to your reduce the carbon dioxide emission, because too many vehicles are going in a particular area, then we are that is going to produce a too much carbon dioxide where people cannot live in that area, right? They will get skin diseases and other diseases and respiratory problems. Okay, especially respiration problems will arise for the people who are going to live in that areas, right? So that the initiative can be taken to divert the vehicles and some other area, so that they can reduce the emission of carbon dioxide too much. Okay, then intersection movement assist, we call it as IMA. This application warns a driver or triggers appropriate response in a self-driving car. I told no, this is a car which is a self-driving car that is developed by Google's self-driving car, right? And what happened to this will be triggers when it is not safe to enter an intersection due to the high probability of the collision, perhaps because another car has run a stop or sign or stayed into the wrong lane. IMA is one of many possible roadway solutions that emerge when we start to integrate IoT with both traditional and self-driving vehicles. Okay, and what will be the intersection moment? Self-driving vehicles will be vehicle tracking, notification of arrival times, theft prevention, highway assistance, road weather communications. So highway that is, you can see here applications of intersection movement assist for the driverless car. So intersection movement assist warns the drivers if it is not safe to enter an intersection. So there is a sensor which is going to alert the information to enter into the particular intersection area. So where it is going to get it is going to face the problem. So come to the vehicle digitization. Okay, as cars continue to become a more connected and capable of generating continuous data streams related to the location, performance, driver behavior, and much more, the data generation potential of a single car is staggering. So we know that automobile industry, there will be too much advancement in that automobile industry. The manufacturers can collect the information from sensor to better understand how the cars are being driven when parts are starting to fail, or whether the car has uh, broken down details that will help them to build better cars in the future. For example, if you take a tire, companies can collect the data related to use and durability of their products in a range of environments in real time. So the tires, whatever the purchase of the tires they are going to make, so different companies will have the different durability of the tires depends upon the area, that is the environment in that particular. Say if it is a smooth riding road is there, then the durability will be more. If you go for a rural places, you will not find the the roads are not proper, right? Too many problems will be there, then that affect your car. Okay, the sort of sensors and the connectivity that you will find to connected car is here. So there is a wireless router. Okay, then you have a connected sensors over here, and you have a urban connected connectivity. Okay, and if you take a wireless router, it is an online entertainment, and it is going to make the dynamic rerouting and safety and security of the car. Okay, and when you go to the connected sensors, what all the sensors are connected to the car is they are going to transform the data to the actionable intelligence. So when they are going to produce the data, then that sensors are going to send to the internet. The people who are there with the app, they can take preventive measures to immediately they will take action, because as it is a very important, and as primary importance will be given to this. Okay, and enable the productive maintenance and avoid the collisions. Then the fuel efficiency, we can also came to know what will be the efficiency of the fuel. Then so when it is connected to the urban, right, it reduces the reduced congestion will be there, because it gives the information what is the status of that area related to traffic, right? When that information is received by a driver, when he is in his app, when he is go look into that road, what is the status of that road, and when he is going to make the diversion to some other road, then what happens, the he is reducing the traffic congestion over a particular area. Then increased efficiency means without any difficulty you can reach your place in time with a satisfaction. And safety and hazard avoidance, so it is a, say too many vehicles are there, and lot of carbon dioxide has been polluted, we have to take inhale that air, and we'll get the health issues. That is also another very important. And too many vehicles are there in particular road, right? So when you are going to divert in some other road, most of the time is you are saving, because you are diverting your vehicle into some other road where you do not find a more traffic congestion. Okay, and maybe you can avoid the collisions also. So that is how this is a connected car will have a wireless router connectivity, that you will find the connected car will have the wireless routers, connected sensors, and urban connectivity. So apart from this, we have the GPS also, which is going to enable the dynamic rerouting to avoid the traffic accidents and other hazards. It is internet based. Okay, everything is connected to the internet. So and you can enjoy your driving with entertainment, including music. You can watch the movies and the other streamings or downloads can be personalized and customized to optimize the road trip. And even GPS, if you are going to install, if you don't know particular area, right, if your app is having the that software, right, you can without any problem, without wasting the time, right, it gives more information about the shortest route, how many kilometers are there, and what is the time duration if you are going to go by two-wheeler or a four-wheeler or a bus or by walk. Okay, if all the information it is able to produce, and depends on that approximately 1 or 2 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes you will reach the destination because of the map what you got to reach a destination. That is another advantage that is digitization made. The main challenges facing manufacturing in a factory environment today include the accelerating new product and service introduction to meet customer and market opportunities, increasing plant production, quality, uptime while decreasing the cost, mitigating the unplanned downtime which waste on average at least 5% of production, securing practice from cyber threats, decreasing high cabling and recabling cost up to 60% of the deployment cost, and there will be improving worker productivity and the safety. Okay, then this is also very important phase for the connecting the factories. Some companies, some organization you are going to connect to know the status of that and what products they are producing and what will be the prices of their products, right, and what is the distance covered by that factory nearer to the capital city or any other city. All this information we can get it through the connection of this. And continue with the connected factories. Adding another level of complication to these challenges is the fact that they often need to be addressed at various levels of the manufacturing business. For example, executive management is looking for new ways to manufacture in a more cost-effective manner while balancing the rising energy and material cost. Product development has time to market as the top priority. Plant managers are entirely focused on gains in plant efficiency and operational agility. The controls and automation department looks after the plant network controls and applications, and other requires complete visibility into all these systems. Connected with IoT solution, the sensors and devices on the plant floor are becoming smarter in their ability to transfer the information and release large quantity of real-time information and the diagnostic data from the sensors. Ethernet connectivity is becoming a pervasive and spreading behind just the main challenges in a factory to devices such as robots in the plant floor. In addition, more IP-enabled devices including video cameras, diagnostic smart objects and even personal mobile phones also are being added to the manufacturing environment so that the information is going to be gathered with the information is going to be collected from all the other devices. With IoT and connected factory solution, true machine to people connections are implemented to bring sensor data directly to operators on the floor via mobile devices. So real-time location systems are, or this short form we call it as a RTLS. An RTLS utilizes a small and easily deployed Wi-Fi RFID tags that attach to virtually any material and provide real-time location, and they provide the status also. These tags enable a facility to track production as it happens. These IoT sensors allow components and material as an assembly line to talk to the network. If each assembly line is output is tracked in real time, decision can be easily made on that based on the track what they got, right? And can be made to speed up or slow production to meet the targets, and it is easy to determine how quickly the employees of that organization are completing the various stages of production. Okay, now see, this is the four industrial revolutions which is found in the some of the organization. Okay, it summarizes these four industrial revolution as a industry 1.0 through the industry 4.0. See, Industry 1.0 mechanical assistance in late 18th century, basic machines which are powered by water and steam are part of the production facilities. In that time, there is no computer automation or any other data is going to be done through the network or through the systems. Okay, everything is manual. Okay, and they used to powered by some water or the steam as a part of the production facilities. In the Industry 2.0, in the 20th century, division of labors and electricity lead to mass production facilities. These people started using the electricity, right? And within a short period of time, they're able to produce a lot of in tons, lots of the items, right? So because of the use of the electricity and the mass production facilities are available because of this, the power. Okay, Industry 3 has evolved into the electronics and control. It is in the early 1970s. Production is automated further by electronics and information technology, where we are able to connect our machines or things into the computer, and we can find the diagnostic. We can take the diagnostic data with respect to the electronic devices also. And in the today, so Industry 4.0 we call, that is called as IoT integration. Sensors with a new level of interconnectivity are integrated, and we are already started receiving the information from all the industries stating that what the sensors are going to produce the data. We are not expecting all the data to be, we are going to use it. It may be got condensed or it may be got filtered, right? Then that processed information we are going to upload as a result in the contingency, right? So that is what how these the four industrial revolutions have been generated from the 18th century to 21st century. We are in the 21st century, right? So when all the things are get connected to the internet, so the if the one very important disadvantage is this: if the internet fails, then all the information lost. You will be idle. You can't proceed with any work because you don't have the data provider, right? So internet is the one which plays very important role in providing the data, whatever the data it receives from the sensors. Okay, that is another. So the IoT wave of Industry 4 takes manufacturing from purely automated assembly line model to the production to the model where the machines are intelligent and communicate with one another. IoT in manufacturing brings with it the opportunity for inserting intelligence into the factories. This starts with creating smart objects, which involves embedding sensors, actuators, and controllers into just about everything related to the production. Connections tie it with all together so that people and machines work together to analyze the data and make intelligent decisions. Eventually, this leads to machines predicting failures and self-healing and points to a world where human monitoring and interventions are no longer necessary. So come to the smart connected buildings. So this is whatever we have studied is a connected roadway. These are all the use cases of the IoT. Okay, use cases of IoT means how the things of the factory get connected to the internet. Okay, and the road connected. Okay, so when you are going to use a driverless car, if a driver car is there, what are the advantages? How these IoT digitization has been done with the help of the IoT. Okay, internet of things, how the things are get connected. Okay, factory is a one use case, and the previous one whatever we have studied, roadways is another case. Then the third case is about the buildings. So I told no, smart energy home automation. Okay, we call this as a smart building, smart connected building. Instead of that, we can say smart energy automation system. So buildings have become increasingly complex intersections of structural, mechanical, electrical, and the information technology companies. The functioning of a building is to provide a work environment that keeps the workers comfortable, efficient, and more safe. So work areas need to be well lit and kept at a comfortable temperature. To keep workers safe, the fire alarm and suppression system needs to be carefully managed, as do the door and physical security alarm systems. Many buildings are beginning to deploy sensors throughout the building to detect the occupancy. These tend to be motion sensors or sensors tied to video cameras. Motion detection occupancy sensor work by the, if everyone is moving around in a crowded room and can automatically shut the lights off where everyone